Purple Dot International Team is a group of investors that came together and decided that Kenyans needed alternative options for property investment, and so our model is very different in how we add value to the stakeholders. We, as a group, basically have the experts on board as part of the investor team as well as the board. Experts meaning the architects, the contractors, and on-ground teams. And so as a result, we're able to really cut down a lot of the costs that you would have in a standard development project. So at the end of the day, it's an investment opportunity specifically focusing on property at the moment. So as a company in the real estate sector, we had, within our investors as well as the teams, we have shared values when it comes to what is the company standing for, but also what we give back. So it's a very critical part of our strategic objective for the business, that as much as we have investor returns and we have what we're giving to our investors, but also in terms of our social impact, we like to look at what are we really doing. One of the areas that we saw in our strategic goals was, of course, education. So trying to see how we can nurture young minds around their impact, also building schools and doing something in that area. The other area that we saw was healthcare. So, of course, doing something for the community's health, whether it's like building hospitals or, somehow contributing financially or with the structure to healthcare as well. And one of the other areas, of course, being in real estate, you take so much from the earth that nobody really thinks about, okay, what's the impact for future generations? So we've built this building and we've taken something from the planet, but then what's the impact in terms of what we gave back? So we wanted to do something that has lasting impact and not something, where we come in, we make it like a social responsibility initiative. We wanted it to be part of like everything that we do. So the project partnership that we have with Momo Pencils was quite strategic in that context, because we felt that they had the same vision, they had the same idea about genuinely, authentically giving back, not just to the environment with their tree planting and the activities that they do, but also nurturing the minds of the next generations. And at that point, we connected with Momo Pencils and we loved what they were doing. And they had these pencils that were using recycled newspaper and recycled materials, 100% recycled materials, which we thought was very interesting given the context of the larger program that they were running with the schools. We saw that long-term impact that they were trying to do, and we said, yes, that's something that we would definitely want to be part of, seeing as it aligns with what we were trying to do already. So the partnership is built around what Momo Pencils does, which is two-pronged. One is the pencils that are made out of 100% recycled paper, and the other part is, of course, engaging this tool, the recycled pencils, to be given to children in schools. At the same time, nurturing and cultivating the concept of sustainability and looking after the environment and helping the child as he's growing up think about his or her impact on the planet. And so the goal was to see how we could support them rather than start something from scratch, and support them in doing what they were already doing so well.
So now it is our responsibility to also give for the next generation, like Daniel said. Yes? So I wish you guys an exciting time later. Make sure you really dig nicely and you plant the trees. Some of you want to name the trees, you can name the trees.
Typically what that looks like is we would go to schools that we've partnered with, and we would give this tool, the pencil, to a child. And with the pencil comes a seedling that the child is then going to look after, to nurture it for the 6 months or 1 year, until it's then transplanted into an area where we need to go and plant trees. So in that sense, I think it touches very well on using educational tool, using the whole recycled pencil as a nice educational tool, which has impact because every time the child is using this pencil, he's thinking about, wow, this pencil was made from recycled stuff and I need to do that. I need to recycle. I need to look at my impact growing up. So I think it came together very well, looking at what they were already doing as Momo pencils, and we just pretty much supported them in doing what they're doing.